Today we will see how to import an existing Excel sheet of any format to your account. As you can see that I have already added few GSTINs. So now if we want to add an Excel sheet to one of these, then you need to click on the arrow mark which you see at the right of the GSTIN number. Once you click that arrow mark, you will see several options. You can select any one of the options in which you want to import your Excel sheet. If I want to import my Excel sheet to sales, then I click on sales. You will view this page of summary of all invoices. On this page at the right hand side, you will see an export import option. Click on that option and select import invoice. You will view this page which will give you import history of all the imported Excel sheets and the current status. You cannot see any status here as I haven't imported any Excel sheets yet. So now if I want to add an Excel sheet, then click on the button at the right which says new upload. You will get an instruction page. Read all the instructions carefully and follow them so that you don't have any difficulties or you don't face any errors later on. And then click on OK. Now you need to give an invoice type and also select the category. For me it's B2B, so I select B2B and then click on upload. Select the file which you want to upload and then click on open. This page will read all the headers and values of your Excel sheet. The first row of your Excel sheet is considered as the Excel headers, which you can see on the left hand side. And the second row of your Excel sheets are read as values in Excel. So you need to make sure that your Excel sheet has the first row as Excel headers and the second row as values. So you need to be careful about that. On your right hand side, you see there are two fields that are provided by the software. One is the mandatory field, which is compulsory for you to map so that you file GST, and other is an optional field. It is not compulsory, but try to map all the fields possible so that it is easy for you to maintain and use your data in your future. You can map these values very easily by drag and drop. So customer billing GSTIN number, I'll drag and drop it to the Excel header which matches it. Then the invoice number. Then the invoice date. It is very easy, just drag it and drop. And what type of invoice it is. The CGST amount, IGST amount, SGST amount, you map these values, then you do not need to map the rates as it will be calculated by the software automatically. And if you map tax rate, then the CGST amount, IGST amount, SGST amount and rest all three rates will be calculated automatically. If I map tax rate, then you can see the rest of the amounts and the rates are automatically calculated. I drag it, I drop the tax rate here, and as you can see all the amounts and rates are not required and they are not present in the mandatory fields. The software will calculate it for you automatically. item taxable value, just drag and drop. On your right hand side, you will see a search button, which is very much useful for you to search any of the fields that you want to map. I want to map customer name. I got an option, so it is very easy. We don't need to look for the options for long. You get the results very easily. After you finish mapping, then click on create mapping. This will ask you a question of whether you have multiple products in your Excel sheet or not. If you have multiple products in your Excel sheet, then click on yes, or else no. I have multiple products, so I'm clicking on yes. And if you have multiple products in your Excel sheets, then if those products are provided in the invoice number and they have the same invoice number, then you need to click repeated, and if those products are left empty, then you need to click on empty invoice number. So you need to mention what multiple products under what name have you stored in your Excel sheet. So I have empty invoice numbers, so I click on that and then save template. You should save your template, because if you do not save your template, then all the mappings which you have done will be lost. So in order to save those mappings and your Excel sheet templates, then it is necessary for you to save it. So if I save it by sample 1 and then click on save, this will give you a report or the summary of whatever import we have done of the Excel sheet. As you can see, the total row count in my Excel sheet was 5. It will give you the status. The success status is 0, rejected of 5, warning is 0. I can see why my Excel sheet has been rejected and what went wrong by clicking on the button at your right, which says view report. When I click on this, it will give me the report and entire detail of where there is an error in my Excel sheet. So it says that in rows 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 I have errors, and errors are invoice numbers and their invoice numbers. What type of error it is, that I have to require values in this header field of my Excel sheet. So I need to edit my Excel sheet. So as the error says, I need to fill all these entries in my Excel sheet. When I click on this type, I get 4 options below. R stands for regular, SEWOP stands for says without payments, SEWP stands for says with payments, and DE stands for deemed exports. Whichever type of invoice we have, we need to select one of these types. So for me it's regular. Close the report. Now I need to import my Excel sheet again, which I edited. So for that, again click on new upload, give the invoice type, select the category and then click on upload and then open. On this page, when you click on the view action, it will give you the list of all the fields that it was present in your Excel sheet and all the fields that you have mapped with them, so that you can see that which fields have you mapped. Click on OK. and then click on modify. As you can see here that the invoice type has been modified automatically by the software, and then click on create mapping, save the template. I keep the template name same because I want the modified values to be present in the same template name, and then click on save. Now the report shows that my Excel sheet has been successful with 5 rows success, rejected 0, warning 0. So that means that your Excel sheet has been imported successfully.